So a question I get a lot is the differences, the pros and cons of flagstone with mortar joints or natural stone and or pavers. Like, how do you know which one to use? So one of the pros of flagstone on concrete is that it's very easy to clean off. Because it has mortar, you can very easily use a pressure washer, clean the stone off. It is on a concrete slab, so usually the mortar joints, give up. I would say have to be repointed every like 8 to 10 years for it to look nice. So it can last a while, but when it does need to be repointed in like 8 to 10 years, it is a little bit more of a costly endeavor. So that's some of the downsides of the flagstone on concrete. With pavers, a lot of the pavers and the manufacturers we use, for example, Block, it's a lifetime warranty on the pavers. So the pavers themselves are concrete products. They get secured together. They have polymeric sand between the joints, so that does have to be reapplied every couple years in order for it to stay nice and not have a lot of dirt accumulation in the joints. If you don't do that, like sometimes the dirt or seeds of weeds get accumulated between the pavers, so you can have weeds pop up. It's a little bit more tedious to clean off. You need to be very careful. You usually have to have a professional like us come out, because the way you pressure wash could easily disturb the base and the underlying sand bedding that the pavers go on, and if that gets disturbed, you could have the whole patio out of whack in general. The pavers, when the ground does move, because the ground does move in earth and everywhere, it's very easy to adjust. If it does need to be adjusted, it's more of a matter of picking up a few pavers and resetting them. You can't really do that, with a natural stone on concrete. That doesn't have the same flexibility. You usually have to use a masonry saw to cut out flagstone on concrete with mortar joints. With pavers, you can easily pick them up, adjust the bedding sand and the pitch of the patio. It's all good to go. So as far as like longevity and like cost and flagstone on concrete and mortar, it's usually a little bit more of an investment. There's little maintenance you have to do in a short term, like in a few year period. Pavers, it's a lot less of an investment. There is probably a little bit more maintenance you have to do with brooming in polymeric sand every couple of years, but the big difference is definitely like the ground movement and how much you want to be out there and how much foot traffic you have will determine which surface you ultimately go with. And so if you're looking for somebody to help you to figure out which option's best based on your property and your needs, fill out a contact form below.